Joe Biden again, ladies and gentlemen, is watching the CBS. When did you start here? Thursday? You might have seen this. The days run together. It might have been Wednesday, but Biden was on the CBS early show, and he was asked. They did the anchorette. Sorry, I'm trying to change my ways. I've been doing women's summit programs not to offend women. So, the anchor, Maggie Rodriguez, went out and got some man on the street questions. And one guy, woman, I think, question for Biden: what is in the stimulus package for small business? Well, Biden was clearly stumped because there isn't anything in the stimulus package for small business. So what Biden said, honest to God, what Biden said was, well, if there's a bridge to your small business, we're going to make sure that bridge stays open so that you can get to your small business and your customers can get. Honest. I kid you not. Now, of course, the media today is a bunch of hacks, so they're out there as PR agents. They're starting to get a little embarrassed. So then Maggie Rodriguez says, well, Senator Biden, there's a website that answers all these questions. What is the name of the website? And Biden says, I don't know, and he looks off stage. Does somebody have the website number? I realize those of you watching at home during my first address to the nation, you have never heard liberal Democrats be made fun of in this way. Get used to it. Two other things, and then we'll get out of here contractually overtime. The president's stimulus package, the TARP, the whatever, the budget, relies on one thing for its success. Well, aside from authoritarian government power, it relies on the complacency of the American people. It relies on their belief that they can convince the American people that there's such a crisis that the only government, the only entity that can fix its government, as Obama has said. So they get complacent, they sit around and they wait. But see, this is something liberals will never understand about the United States of America, and it's right under their noses, right in front of their faces. We are a competitive people. We strive, enough of us do, to be the best. We strive to win. We strive to avoid defeat. Enough of us still do. Don't believe otherwise. The liberals have made efforts to shut that aspect of our nature down. Wherever you live, I am certain that you, when you were a child, or your kids today in youth sports, are told not to keep score because the losers, it's just not fair. They'd be humiliated, especially if one girls' basketball team can defeat another one 100-0. Let's fire the coach who put that game together. It's so unfair. So let's not keep score. Well, here's the dirty little secret. The kids are keeping score. You know they are. They don't want to lose. They know what winning and losing is. They're saying to themselves, well, why go out there and put on the pads and play football or t-ball if the objective here is to not keep score? Why? So they're keeping score, and they get in the car with mom and dad, and they tell mom and dad, yeah, we kicked their butts tonight. Wait a minute, I thought you weren't keeping score. Well, they weren't officially, but they keep score. We are a competitive people. Adults are doing the same thing. It didn't take long for people to get fired up when they figured out that they're going to be paying mortgages for people in this place for the bogus excuse of maintaining property values in a neighborhood. This is something that, the complacency of the American people is something they're going to rely on along with their authoritarian efforts to control it. But they will not succeed at this, because we're not quitters, we don't acquiesce, we're not going to give up the American dream and watch idly while it is restructured and transformed. We want as I say, we want the best happiness for everybody. Now, about my still to me mysteriously controversial comment that I hope President Obama fails. I was watching the Super Bowl, and as you know, I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have this, it's just, so they have this miraculous scoring drive that puts them up by 4. 15 seconds left. Kurt Warner on the field for the Cardinals. And I sure as heck want you to know, I hope he failed. I did not want the Cardinals to win. I wanted Warner to make the biggest fool of himself possible. I wanted a sack. I wanted anything. I wanted the Steelers to win. I wanted to win. I wanted the Cardinals to fail. This notion that I want the president to fail, folks, this shows you a sign of the problem we've got. That's nothing more than common sense, and to not be able to say it. Why in the world do I want what we just described, rampant government growth, indebtedness that has wealth that is not even being created yet is being spent? What is in this? What possibly is in this that any of us want to succeed? Did the Democrats want the war in Iraq to fail? Well, they certainly did. And they not only wanted the war in Iraq to fail, they proclaimed it a failure. There's dingy Harry Reid waving a white flag. This war is lost. This war... They called General Petraeus a liar before he even testified. Mrs. Clinton said she had to willingly suspend disbelief or whatever to listen to Petraeus. We're in the process of winning the war. The last thing they wanted was to win. They hoped George Bush failed. So where is it? What is so strange about being honest and saying, I want Barack Obama to fail, if his mission is to restructure and reform this country so that capitalism and individual liberty are not its foundation? Why would I want that to succeed?